Hello children, today we are going to discuss 10th class assignment. Here is the first question. The number of electrons striking the screen of CRT is 7.5 into 10 to the power of 15 in 10 seconds. So what is the given data? Given data is number of electrons. How many electrons are there? 7.5 into 10 to the power of 15 electrons are there. And this 10 to the power of 7.5 into 10 to the power of 15 electrons are striking the screen for almost 10 seconds. So given time is 10 seconds. So what could be the current? We know the current I is Q upon T. From the quantization of charge, we know that, excuse me, from the quantization of charge, we know that Q equals N into E by time, where N is the number of electrons, E is the smallest charge available. What is the smallest charge available? 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Simply apply both of them. N they have given in the question, which is 7.5 into 10 to the power of 15 into E, which is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 by time. They have given us 10 seconds. After the basic calculation, we will be left with 120 into 10 to the power of 6 amperes. So current units are amperes. Here 10 to the power of 6 can also be written as 120 micro. It is denoted with mu, microampere. So this is our second question. Now we will go to the second question. So what is the second question? In a hydrogen atom, an electron is revolving with an angular frequency. How much is the angular frequency? 6.28 radians per second around the nucleus. Then the equivalent electric current is how much? So the question is simple. There is a nucleus. Around this nucleus, one electron. How many electrons? Only one electron is revolving around the nucleus. So this electron contributes current. Whenever electron is in motion, it contributes current. So again we have I equals Q by T. So if we go back to the basics of angular frequency, velocity, whenever any body is rotating in circle, it has angular velocity as well as angular frequency. And what is frequency? 1 by time period. Again, I am repeating. Frequency is 1 by time period. And we also know that angular frequency is 2 into pi into f. From that, I can write f is omega by 2 pi. Angular frequency is denoted by omega naught. So frequency is omega by 2 pi. And I can also say that from this, time t is 1 by f. I'll substitute this in this formula. I'll get Q charge. What is a single charge? Only one electron is revolving. So only one charge, which is equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 by time. So it is simply like 1 by time period. 1 by time period is how much? 1 by time period is frequency. I'll write, instead of writing this all, I'll write I equals Q by T, which is simply nothing but Q into frequency. From where I got this frequency? From here. Now I'll substitute all the values. Q is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Q is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. What about frequency? Here I got the frequency, which is omega by 2 pi. Directly I am writing 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 into omega is given in the question itself, 6.28 by 2 pi. 2 into pi value 22 by 7. I can also write it approximately as 3.14. So it is 3.14. Multiply 2 into 3.14, we get 6.28. Both of them gets cancelled out. Finally, you will be left with 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. So here already 10 to the power of minus 19 ampere is given. So the correct answer is 2. Now let's go to the third question. Third question is, the current flowing through a wire. There is a wire in which electrons are moving. So that electron movement is dependent on the length of the wire. I hope you understand. It is depending on the length of the wire. So L is 3 into length as well as time. In how much time, how many electrons are passing through the wire. So it is completely depending on length as well as time. But here we have given the relation between time and current. So it is, the relation is I equals 3 into t square plus 2t plus 5. So this is the relation between the current and time. We know that current is charge upon time or changing charge by changing time. I can write this I as dq upon dt. So in the place of I, I'll replace dq upon dt. So dq by dt equals 3 into t square plus 2t plus 5. Send this dt to that side. What I will left with? dq, charge, smallest charge available is 3t square plus 2t plus 5 into dt. Here I can apply integration. We all know the formulas of integration. Here I am going to talk about a small formula, integral x power n dx. Integral x power n dx. What is the integral x power n dx? It is simply nothing but x power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus constant. Apply the same here. Here I am applying integral on both sides. After applying the integration on both sides, I will be left with charge, smallest charge, integration I will be getting a largest charge, the total charge which is q, and the time given, time t is equal to 0 to 2 seconds. If I apply the integration, I will be left with like this, something like this. 3 into t power 3 by 3. From how I got this? From this formula, x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. In this case, 3 is constant. Whenever a constant is there inside the integral, what can we do is, we can write the constant outside the integral and we do only the variable integration. Here, I'll only do for 3t square. You can easily do it for 2t. So it is integral 3 into t square is there. So here 3 is a constant. As 3 is a constant, we'll write 3 outside into dt, sorry. We'll write 3 outside. I'll be left with integral t square dt. T square dt. From this formula, now I simply get 3 into t power 2 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1. This is how I got this. Similar to that, I will be left with 2 into t power square by 2 plus constant. Integral constant is simply 5t. So what are the limits? 0 and 2. After applying the limits, simply substitute these values of limits, 2 as well as 0 separately, then subtract both of them. It is completely math. It's simply apply 2 into this, then later apply 0 into this. You will be left with 2 values which you need to subtract them. Finally the answer comes out to be 22 coulombs. So this is it. Thank you.